Hey, what's up, tubers? It's Tony, and I am at the junkyard today, and I am fulfilling a request. Someone wanted to know where their coolant temperature sensor was located on their 2005 Acura TL. They have check engine code p0128. So, the coolant temperature sensor is located on the driver's side of the motor, guys. You would remove any protective cover that you have. Face the driver's side windshield. There's your throttle body. Come in. There's your EGR valve right there for those of you who are looking for it. Go back. And there is your coolant temperature sensor right there. Now I can tell you right now, the electrical connector is the type of tab that you push in and then pull the electrical connector away from the sensor. You will not be able to get a socket over that sensor to break it free. So what I do is I take an 11/16 wrench and I approach it like so. Okay, so grab the electrical connector, squeeze the tab in, and then pull the electrical connector away. See, it's the type of tab that you push down. Move that out your way. And then you can go ahead and take your wrench and break loose that sensor. All it takes is a couple turns to break it loose. And then you can grab it by hand and turn it out. Okay. There's what your sensor would look like. Again, that's where it's located. Compare your new sensor and your old sensor. They should be identical. For those of you who've asked me questions, should you use plumber's tape for the threads? You don't have to. I never do, but if you want to, it won't hurt anything. Put your new sensor back into its housing. Slowly hand turn it back into place to prevent cross-threading. Okay, so turn it by hand until you can get it as tight as you possibly can. And take your wrench, guys, and you only need to give this one or two little turns. Okay, but you want to make sure it's tight so that it doesn't leak. So when you start feeling true resistance, back off. Okay. And then you just go ahead and take your electrical connector, put that back over the sensor, push it down, make sure it's locked into place. Don't be afraid to give it a tug to make sure it's locked into place. Reset your check engine light when you're done, and you will have replaced your coolant temperature sensor and fixed code P0128. Now, this vehicle has two transmission speed sensors. They're both on the driver's side of the transmission. One is underneath the battery compartment, so I'm not going to worry about removing anything. You'll figure all that out on your own. I'll just show you where it is. Both sensors are retained by 10mm bolts. And before you work on anything electrical, like a coolant temperature sensor or transmission speed sensors, it's a good idea to disconnect the black cable from your battery. This will keep you from shorting out something by accident. So let me show you where both of those sensors are. And the first sensor, your battery tray, is here. That's one sensor retained by a 10mm bolt. You just push in the electrical connector, and then you can separate the electrical connector away from the sensor. So squeeze in this tab and then pull the wrong one. Did I grab the right one? I can't see, guys. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one. Push in that electrical connector. Okay, not that sensor there. This one here. Nope, it was the right one, I'm sorry. Push in that electrical connector. Pull the connector away from the sensor, and then just grab the sensor, guys, and you just have to wiggle and work with it until you break it free. Okay. It's just that easy, guys. It may not come out easy, but you always want to have one of these little pry bars on hand to help you wedge the sensor out if it's stuck. The second speed sensor is located on the back of the transmission. There it is. And guess what? It looks just like this one. They should be the same part number. Same thing. 10mm retaining bolt. Same type of electrical connector. And then just grab the sensor, guys, and work, turning it back and forth until you break it from its housing. It may not just come right out, but you will get it out. Take your time. So there's the location of your 2 transmission speed sensors on this 05 Acura TL. So here's your fuse panel. Right below the fuse panel would be one sensor, and right below the battery tray is the other sensor. Okay, there's your starter right next to the battery tray if you're looking for it. Okay, all right guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks for watching.